Turkey has historically been a country of origin, transit, and destination for migrants. With its geopolitical location on the route from the Middle East to Europe and open conflicts continuing in neighboring Iraq, Iran, and Syria, Turkey hosts one of the largest migrant populations in the world. The number of migrants and refugees residing in Turkey now stands at 3.9 million, over 90% of whom are Syrian and came to Turkey as a result of ongoing conflict in Syria. 3.6 million Syrians have registered for temporary protection in Turkey, along with other migrants made up of differing nationalities seeking asylum, international protection, or refugee status. The Syrian crisis is an ongoing armed conflict in Syria between forces loyal to the Ba'ath government and those opposing to them. Inside Syria, the situation has continued to worsen, with fighting intensifying in all regions and the economy services in a state of general collapse. This is driving yet more people to leave. In March, Syria entered the ninth year of the Syrian civil war. Normally, refugees may turn to aid agencies, which are running many programs to help them survive. But the scale of the problem is so large and has been going for so long that donors are struggling to find the money to pay for these schemes. Healthcare facilities are being destroyed due to the conflict increasing in northwest Syria.
Since the start of the conflict in Syria more than 7 years ago, Turkey has hosted a steadily increasing number of refugees. Having adopted an open door policy towards displaced Syrians back in 2011, the country is now home to the largest number of refugees worldwide, reaching around 4 million people today. The challenge to Turkey in hosting such a large refugee population goes beyond temporary humanitarian assistance to the social and economic future of the country. Many municipalities in Turkey have embraced programs that seek to integrate rather than isolate the refugees, improving the urban environment for all inhabitants. In brief, although greatly disruptive in the short term, forced migration can lead to an improved political situation as existing systems are forced to adapt to the added strain on them.
Since the Syrian civil war was officially begun March 15, 2011, families have suffered under a brutal conflict that has killed hundreds of thousands of people. Nearly 12 million people in the country need humanitarian assistance. Healthcare centers and hospitals, schools, utilities, water, and sanitation systems are damaged or destroyed. War broke the social and business ties that bound neighbors to their community. About 6.7 million Syrians are now refugees, and another 6.2 million are displaced within Syria. Half of the people affected are children. The civil war has become a sectarian conflict with religious groups opposing each other, which affects the whole region and is heavily influenced by the international interventions.